In this video, we want to look at how the part orientation affects the volume and the amount of material and support used. So first, I'm going to just deal with one part. So I'm going to hold Control. I'm going to select these 5 parts. I'm going to right click and I'm going to delete them. Next, I'm going to tell it to slice the part. And in the preview, I'm going to tell it to show me all layers. So here we can see we have support on the bottom and the material printed part here. So I'm going to now have a look at the estimate. To print one part with this orientation will take 47 minutes. Use 1.314 of model material, and we would expect the model material regardless of orientation to remain the same. And in this orientation we use 0.12 cubic inches of support. So I'll close this and I'll stop the layer preview. And now we want to look at different ways to orient the part. So I'm going to select the orientation and I'll select my part, and next I'm going to tell it to orient a face to the plane. So I'll select this option, and as I move over the part you'll notice how the plane changes. So first I'm just going to select this face and flip the part upside down. So I'm going to tell it the selected face and plane will become the bottom. Next I'll tell it I'm done. And again, I'm going to slice this. Again, we'll look at all the layers. So we can see all the support here, and we can also see how it tapers out as it builds up to the bottom. We can turn the slice preview off. And again, well, let's look at the estimate. So now it's become 1 hour and 17 minutes. Uses 1.306 of model material and has 0.297 support. I'll close this. And we'll continue to look at a few orientation options here. So I'll go back to Orient. I'll select my part. So again, I can reset the orientation to what it was. I can tell to auto orient, or I can orient a face to the plane. So I can come out here and I can say orient that face to the front plane, and all it does is rotate it. Or if I come out here and select that again and orient that to the top, then the part is set this way. Just rotate around here by holding my right mouse button, and so now I can see the orientation. I'm going to accept that. I'll shut off the orientation, and once again I'll slice it. And again I'll look at all of the layers, and here we can see the support. I'm going to turn off the slice preview, and again let's look at our estimate this time. So now the part time will take 1 hour and 54 minutes, uses 1.327 cubic inches of material and 0.17 cubic inches of support. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to go back to the orientation options. Once again I'm going to select my part. The other way I can orient it is I can set an angular increment here. So I can rotate it about the X, and here we see our triad. So if I tell it to rotate in the negative direction around the X, this will happen. This will be the positive. Or I could do it about the Y. I can also change the increment. So if I put in 45 degrees, we can see the effect. And I can rotate it about the Z. So with it rotated this way, I'm going to save that, and I'm going to slice it. Once again, I'm going to show all layers. And here, I'll rotate around so we have a better view. And again, you can see the effect it has on support and material. I'm going to close the slice, and I'm going to view the estimates. And now, the print job will take 2 hours and 13 minutes, uses 1.305 cubic inches of material and 0.157 cubic inches of support. So I'll close that, and I'm going to save this in this orientation, and that ends this week's labs. Thank you.